dog to start to learn about the whole ground coding thing?
We both in different sides, or?
No, I'm gonna demonstrate it.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna have you do, you guys can sit down actually. Alright. So you're gonna take the leash, you need a chair, a leash, your dog, your collar. Sit on the chair like this. He should only have enough room that he can lie down beside me. So I'm just setting my watch. So I usually time before he lies down, so we're gonna wait for him to lie down now. First time could take as long as 5 minutes. They're looking at me like I'm crazy. I know this looks crazy, but it's a very effective thing, and you have to ignore him.
Yeah, he doesn't lie down very much. That's why we're looking at you like
That's all right. That's part of the problem. That's part of the problem.
He sits like that a lot.
Yep.
He
So,
does once in a while we pace.
yep.
Does he have enough things so he can?
Yes.
I believe so, yes.
So
And
what-
I hold the handle right here, so in case he falls, because eventually this would come to parks with us and that sort of thing, to get him to calm down. So this is a self-chill exercise. We're allowing him to decide to chill out.
But we're only giving him an opportunity to make there's only a small window for him to make that decision. So we're kind of steering him in that direction. And we're not going to talk to him. We're not going to communicate with him.
If he jumps on me,
Yeah.
that's going to be the only time I correct him. We just pull him off. I actually have a little bit too much leash, because he can get in front of me right there. So see how wound up he is? Puppies need to learn how to chill. It's like the first thing anyone should do with their puppy. And a lot of it isn't by us, cajoling them, and a
That
lot
kind
it's
of
by showing them. That fuels them up.
it feeds them that attention that you're giving them to say, oh, it's okay, it's okay. That's giving them the all right to say, oh, this is what you should be doing right now, What he should be doing is just finding his own comfort level right here, and pretty soon he will. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later, but we've had this take up to an hour before.
An hour?
Yes.
Well, not in a lesson, Robert.
No.
Not with a regular dog, but like Devin, the Thai Ridgeback. So this not talking to him is very important. Not watching. I'm gonna let him go through all his puppy things. Make sure. So see, I'm just gonna push him off. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it or have a prolonged conversation with him about it. Just about chilling. So once he does go down, then the clock starts for half an hour after that. So you can't move, so you need to have taken care of all of your things you need to do in the morning.
This is the longest exercise starting this project. It takes the longest, could take 40 minutes to an hour. So you could be watching TV, looking at the computer, reading a book, anything that's you can stay stationary doing. This is where you can do it. And he's
So
going
see,
to
I'm
be,
not giving him any feedback except pushing him off me.
so this is going to be a good challenging exercise for you guys to start with, obviously.
He's gonna give up when he doesn't get what he wants, but he's
And you
clearly
don't say
gonna.
no or anything
No.
like that?
Not
Nothing.
now,
No.
just the first week. No, she can ask questions.
Well,
It's
yeah,
okay.
when she said no, he understood it.
Oh,
Because that's what she usually says to me.
Yeah.
Just jumping out.
yeah.
So what did you guys retire from?
I worked for FW Wood Company as an outside salesman for many, many years.
Is that like office stuff?
Plumbing, heating, and air conditioning,
Oh.
wholesale.
Yeah. How about you, Jenna? You're
I
good?
sell real estate with
Still?
Keller Williams, and I still do it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I hear the market's hot. I was a wholesale guy for many years. Money, retail, loans for mortgages and stuff like that. Big banks. I'm no longer in it, thank
No.
God. It's a tough business.
I was a controller.
Yep, that's a tough one too.
Yep. This is much more rewarding.
We're living the good life now. And I had back surgery 4 years ago,
Okay.
and it was the worst thing ever happened to me. I got an infection in my back like about a month after the surgery, and I ended up back in the hospital for a while. It took a long time to get over it. I hope yours is going better.
Yeah. No, mine was the lower back.
That's what mine was too. I have a huge scar on my back because I had to
Don't
open it
mind
up.
this one.
Yeah, see now it's only,
I think I was 4, L4 or something like that. 5, L4, L5.
yeah, I'm 5 and that's 1.
It was tough. I tell you what though, it was a lot of pain before I had the surgery. And I don't have any pain now. But getting to this point was tough. A lot of ups and downs.
It's been 6 minutes.
My brother lives up by Livermore Falls
Yeah.
in a town called Fayette. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah, yeah.
No, he's a pharmacist in town. He worked for Walmart.
A couple times I thought he was.
You live in Livermore?
Yeah.
Well, he worked in Rite Aid at the Livermore Falls, but then he went and he worked in Augusta at the Walmart. But now he's at the CVS down in Nashville, New Hampshire. Tough gig, the pharmacy game. Retail.
See how he's not jumping up on me anymore?
He
So
gave
these
up
are all
on
the
that.
connections, because I didn't
You didn't feed
feed
into it.
into it.
You guys have to brush him at all?
No, occasionally.
A little.
I just haven't really got all this fur yet. So,
Our other one had
well,
massive,
well, show
massive.
me the pictures.
I know, but at that time he was
So
That was the
brush-
day
Not
before he
well.
passed away.
not well, so his fur was like matted down more, so.
How old was he when he passed?
8 and a half. Well, 8.
That's not long enough.
No.
Here we go.
There you
There we
go.
go. That's when my half hour would start, at 7 minutes, 34 seconds. So that's gonna reduce each time, like even tomorrow could be drastically different than it is today. You
So
don't know until you
What
have the
happens
dog.
during this half hour now?
You sit and you do something else and you don't watch him. He can get up and down, so he doesn't have to stay down for half an hour. He can get up and down. This is for him to learn how to chill
Okay,
out
so you're
beside
saying
you.
sit there for half an hour.
Right.
So
I
once,
have to-
No
once,
matter when he lies down.
so
stay
we're
there
gonna
for
do
half an
that
hour.
part there, he laid down, now we start a clock. We take note of how long it took him to lie down, which was,
7 minutes and 34 seconds.
okay, so we'll make a note of that and let you know that. And then you guys are gonna do that till he lies down, and then you're gonna start your watch for a half hour. Now and we're gonna send you the blog and all this instruction, so he can get up and down during that time, but you still don't wanna pay him any mind. If he jumps on you, brush him off, don't say good boy, don't say his name,
Don't say
nothing.
no.
Like,
We're gonna
Like
say
start
no
reading or
later on.
something?
Yeah, reading on the
Yeah.
computer.
Talk on the phone, whatever it is you
Knitting
do.
might be sort of dangerous during this period of
Yeah.
time.
Don't knit, alright? But during that time, he can get up and down as many times as he wants, he can look around, he can do whatever he wants, just don't pay attention to him. And then at the end of the half hour, when you end the exercise, you wanna make sure that he's in a down. So, don't end if it's a half hour and he's standing up, wait until he lies down again, you know? And this will be tough the first couple of times, as you saw, this was,
Because he'll be a big long ache like he was.
yep. So
Kissing you, trying to get you to let him go.
you just wanna stay tough, persevere through this, and this will pay off.
That's easy.
Yep.
I can sit with him.
But this
I have
will
that
really,
patience.
really pay off for you going forward. It'll help him to settle down and to know that this is his time to sit. And this is, he's up now, and whining, we're just not gonna pay attention to it.
Now, is this, does it make any difference if it's one of us doing it and then
You
the other
both-
doing it each day?
You both
One
should
to
do
both
this.
do it.
Yep.
Okay,
He can do this a couple times a day,
okay,
you know, or anytime you feel he's getting crazy,
yeah,
it's a good time
yeah,
to do this.
get a lot of those.
Yep. And then just make sure if you start the exercise that you have enough time to finish it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, don't start it if company's coming over in
Right,
a half
yeah.
hour, or, you know, if you feel like. you
It's
just
not
did it.
something to do right before you need to make a doctor's appointment.
Or if you have a big meal or something, you know, just do it when you can hash out a 45-minute slot, you know, and then just do it. Oh my God, this is torture.
Actually, I'd like to switch butts with one of you,
Me?
not you.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jan lady.
yeah,
Yeah.
my butt there, so.
I'm sweating.
Everything right now is,
Yeah, true.
it's so clean without. How's with her line, how does she have?
Am I getting my legs crossed like this, or should I keep them all straight?
You do your thing, just do it seated, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Am I-
looks good.
Did I get it
Well,
too much?
looks good. Nope. Maybe a little, maybe by an inch. There you go.
You don't want him to be able to get in front of you, that's the thing that you don't want.
He managed to do it for me just because he kept pulling on the leash
And
and
every
checking
time
it
he
out.
pulls, a little comes out, so you
Yeah.
wanna kind of be cognizant of
Yeah.
that and adjust it as needed, so he's not getting in front of you.
Mhm.
He seems to.
Nope.
Yeah.
Are you a master plumber?
No,
Are you a plumber?
Did you see I leaned on my legs a little bit too?
I have licenses, but
So you can-
when I became a salesman, I dropped them all because of liabilities.
Of telling somebody what to do and then doing it incorrectly?
Yeah, pretty much. Or blaming me for it, because I told them to do it.
Right. People can be
Whereas
such
with other
jerks.
licenses, I can tell them anything I want, and they still listen, like I've done.
Not licensed, right?
You can do whatever you want here in this state.
No, not really.
You know how,
In your house.
yes.
The guy who built this house was a plumber, gas guy, gas installer, plumber. So we have like 3 different kinds of heating, you know, we have the Renai heaters, we have oil, and we have propane. And it's all done. Right now, if I wanna get a new propane company, they have to come in and inspect all of my appliances, and they don't have vents on them, and they're not, like I have, heaters like that look like wood stoves that are just on the carpet, you know, and they come in and like, oh, we can't deliver propane here, these aren't up to code. But the house was built in 2003, so the code was different, it's a moving target.
No, those type of codes are always there, whoever put them in, and direct.
Oh, really?
Yeah, keep in mind, the state of Maine, license exams are multiple choice.
And you
What are you
probably-
trying to say?
They can take them as many times as they want.
They can probably
So
get the
they
test
will.
online
They
too.
will eventually get their license. Doesn't mean they know anything. Plus, they get this all out of a book with no actual experience, and then oil companies take them and put them on cleanings. They don't put them on installation, so they learn how to do it. They put them on cleanings, so it's the guys they can't keep. And that's why the state's having so many problems getting people in that industry, because who wants to clean water with furnaces out there every day?
You gotta, God bless you, you gotta start somewhere though, you know?
We can start, they should put them with
Yeah.
people who know what they're doing. There aren't many people in the state that actually know what they're doing.
Cleaning my boiler is an important aspect as well, like,
It is important.
yes. We gotta do that as a matter of fact.
Yep,
Not this
gotta
time,
schedule it.
What's that?
Not this time. Wait till it's the winter.
Wait till
It's cooler. Make your
Yeah.
appointment.
right.
Make your appointment this time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to get one of
At
those
the end of
guys.
October or the end of November, so
Yeah.
that your boiler is running. 'Cause right now, if you open that up, it's gonna be wet, slimy,
Yes. Plus,
and they can't vacuum that, cause it's so,
yeah. I do the, right now I haven't bought oil. I'm using diesel and just letting my boiler run out, which isn't good for it either, I know, so. Like I run out and then I start it up and I bleed it to get it going.
yeah.
I
What's
know.
the house?
What's that?
What's that?
2004, I think, 3?
You probably have a newer oil tank, it comes out the end of it.
Yeah, but I have a long run too.
No, that doesn't make any difference, it's sludge on the bottom of the tank, you know,
Sludge, yeah.
they started coming out the end of the tanks to prevent the sludge from coming out the bottom, and plug the filters out there in houses.
Might have
Yep.
it too
If
short.
you let it run out like that, and then they come and fill it up, you're stirring,
Yeah.
all that up. You better to
A
keep
little
the
bit
tank
more,
full.
you
Yeah.
see?
That's
I know.
Yeah, I
because you
think
don't get
so.
condensation and all that stuff. And
There you go.
I ride the price
a lot of
of
problems go away if you keep the tank full. You know, it's the same price to keep the tank full as it is empty, except for the original filling.
Right,
And you eliminate a whole bunch of problems. Or
All right.
problems you could have.
I hear you. I already called to get the tank full. It's like $2.47 a gallon right
Yeah,
now.
diesel's more expensive than that.
What is?
Diesel is more expensive than that.
It is, but you can, you know,
Is
it's
it an
not,
outside tank?
what's that?
Is it an outside tank?
No,
Cellar.
so, but it's, you know, I can just go get 5 gallons of diesel and run it for showers, that's all we really need it for in the summertime, you know? I feel if I'm filling the tank in the summertime and the boiler keeps kicking on,
You should get another, water heater,
yes,
instantaneous water heater.
that's a great point too, yeah. Do you see any more of those?
You don't have to deal with that, and it's just, you get all
Not
that,
to
and you don't
fit
want
it
it.
too much.
Yep.
Pulls it right out from underneath me.
And since you have gas here, anyway,
The propane would be that. How much is one of those units?
probably, well, depending on the size, the gallons you need from there.
Just for the unit, and then you gotta,
I don't know, I haven't been in it for 7 years. Your price is going up.
yeah. I just bought a brand new Superstore water heater.
Yeah.
You know, that costs like $4 grand installed, so I'm kinda married to that right now.
Yeah.
For a little while anyways. Were you looking to reach for him there, or I saw you were?
No, I was just trying to get the thing underneath my butt more.
Yeah.
Pulling it right out.
But do it, just do it, cause he's coming around you
Yeah, it's
now.
coming around me.
I was telling her not to fidget.
Yeah.
Kind of hurts.
Jan, he's obviously got your number, huh?
Oh, just push him firmly out, there you go. And then let go of him.
Pulls it right out from underneath my butt.
And that chair, you could put it through the first rung and sit on that, for the kid, put it slide.
That's what I do when I'm on the beach, they have those benches, you know, with the metal armrests, I put it through the armrest. That under my butt, helps a little bit.
It's challenging, but you
I
wanna
need
make
to
sure
wear
that.
jeans. There's a long pants with this.
Do you think
Like,
that
at
she
least-
has too much leash on that?
The leash is way over the
Get it
front.
on the front.
No, it was too short, I think, just
Can
leave
you
the
try and
leash
sit
as
a little
is.
further back in the chair, like,
Put it
and
through
then
the
that,
first,
this is way too much.
put it through the first bone.
There you go. And just try and keep a good posture up in the
The
chair.
other side, Tim, on your left side, put it through the first one.
It's tough to be in
Then
the
you
chair.
can slide it around the front.
I don't know.
Come through there. Now sit on it.
I think that'll be harder this time.
Everyone's
Is
afraid.
that enough?
Yes.
Too much?
Now when he pulls, it'll be against that instead of your thumb. Sit still. They don't sound good. That's why I said I'll do that.
Are you a mover and a shaker? Have you sold the house this week?
Not this week.
It just started. Today's Tuesday.
You just started this week?
Oh, that's right,
Give her
What
a
is-
break.
because we had our holiday yesterday, this week.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you have any listings?
Yeah,
How many we got?
I'm down. I'm probably about a dozen, so.
A dozen
I'm trying
listings?
to keep, I've let my admin go and I've let my buyer agent go. I'm just trying to, dealing with people that I know and, just trying to cut down on things. He's retired, he's been retired for 8 years now. I say 7.
8
So-
glorious years.
So, trying to spend more time with him
Yeah.
and then with this surgery that he had and the puppy, then I need to be home, so.
And Florida?
Yeah, I'm trying to go down there too. So,
So, we're in Massachusetts for you.
Worcester.
what's that?
Are you from Massachusetts? Or?
No, I have 2 kids in Massachusetts.
Yeah, Robin's from a town called Holden,
Yeah, yeah.
but I'm from Worcester proper. There we go. Down.
10 minutes and 41 seconds for you.
Sorry.
Don't. I think it's great that now we've got a benchmark. You know, we know where this is a pretty high distraction situation for the dog right now.
Right.
You're going to be doing this in your living
This
room.
in your house.
Yeah, in your dining room, in the TV room, wherever, and it's probably going to go a lot easier. So right now, he's got 2 new people here. He's got other dogs in the other room barking. You know, all the birds, whatever's going on. You know, so this is good. Dog did very well for this, and you did good too.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't be so hard on yourself.
It's hard, the first time I heard about this exercise, I argued with the creator of this exercise for a good 2 years before I met her and worked on it with her. So, and my biggest complaint was I don't wanna sit there for a half an hour.
Yeah.
But it's
But
one
I've
exercise.
seen what it does with dogs and it's very helpful.
You'll love this exercise once you get going, and it works out well.
And how long how long is this something that you continue? Is this
Depends
like a
on
daily
the
thing
dog.
always, or just when?
Well, I would do it, we're gonna have other exercises that go on that we start to either switch or rotate. It really depends on the dog. I would think with a golden retriever, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. We wanna eventually get it out into public areas where he sees people and other dogs and,
And you
but
sit
just
with them?
learns how to chill, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Is there a place in town that you guys go with the dog, or
Not really, not really.
a park, or?
I
Robin
wouldn't
doesn't
set
have
him
a
up
whole lot
for
of
a
places to
large,
go. We usually take off, go to Freeport, and
So in Freeport, you could take it to Freeport, and you know, that's kind of, there's a lot of people in Freeport, so you might want to do it at the end of the road,
way benches.
not near a
Yeah,
bean.
because
Like
they're
when I go to
always, there was
Portsmouth-
wanna pet him and stuff
Right.
like that.
Exactly.
When I go to Portsmouth, I know what areas have like a bench that's not really frequented by people too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I start to think about places like that to go first.
especially with the family with the 3 little kids, and they come screaming, "Ah, back to dog!"
Puppy, puppy, puppy!
Well, we play pickleball usually, well, we did, but now he can't play it, so I could still play it, and he would come and sit.
What's pickleball?
It's brand new, huh? It's sweeping the nation.
Is it?
Yes,
It's
we
very-
have a pickleball court here in town, actually.
Yeah, it's
And
very
I-
similar to, like tennis, between tennis and, almost like ping pong
Yep.
in some ways.
It's like,
So,
I think like it's like those like those rackets you see on the beach. They're like big wooden round ones,
Yeah.
and they play with like almost like a wiffle ball, and you just
Oh, okay.
really have to smack it hard over the net. But I understand it's like a drinking game, kind of.
Oh, we haven't been drinking.
No,
We haven't seen that.
no. There is one here in town, and they say it's a winter drinking sport. That's how it's been described to me.
It's an indoor court.
No, it's outdoor. Yeah, it's pretty nice actually. It's like raised above the ground and
Just
stuff.
push his paw up, then ignore him, and put your hand in front of his, yeah.
He's back up again, huh? Are we gonna have to wait for him to go down now?
I think it'd be good. I don't think it'll be that long, let's give him like, a couple minutes.
So you take him down to the pickleball court.
Well, we have.
Is that in Auburn?
Both. Lewiston and Auburn.
Both Lewiston and Auburn have a pickleball court?
I know that Lewiston with a new high school thing, they're building 6 courts there.
6 pickleball courts. Okay,
say
now release
okay
him.
to him and get up.
Okay,
Okay, good.
good boy. So that's the end of the exercise. That's how you would finish
That
it
was a
off.
half hour. Did you wanna try it?
No.
Or later today, actually.
All right.
I kind of was doing that with him anyway, except I'd have him in front of me
Yeah.
and talk to him and keep him calm.
Don't talk to him yet.
No talking during this.
No
week.
talkie.
We always joked when I was training that what you needed was like duct tape during this lesson for over the mouth.
No talking to him.
No
Right.
talking to- yes. Talk to each other.
Talk to whoever you like other than him.
Alright. Now we're gonna do something a little bit more exciting.
I can't talk to him.
This is your line that we're
You can
using right
unflip
here.
that leash. Alright. Make sure I don't get a knot in it. And let them go. So this is the long line exercise. So when I do this, I let it all out, put my thumb through the handle, the fingers around, right here, and I hold it right here. So at no point am I gonna gather off this line. I have 3 points here. I have to that tree right in front of me. That's about 50 feet. To the side of the porch, that's another 50 feet from here and here, which is less than 50 feet. Ideally, I'd like all 50 feet, but my car's there. So
Plus we got the car in the way.
it's a little bit less.
Do you want me to move the car?
No, that's fine. So I'm gonna walk. There are 2 ways to do it. We could start it with the real easy way. I'll see how he's handling it. Sometimes on the first 3 days, I simply walk to point B, I wait for 30 seconds, and then I walk in a straight line to point C, then I wait for 30 seconds, and then I go back to this point, and I do 6 rotations of that. If I think the dog is ready, what I will do, but he's with his response to the collar, he might not be ready, is I will walk, and if he goes in the opposite direction than me, I will run 5 steps and only 5 steps in the opposite direction than him. The only, so that's if he's more than 5 feet to the back of me, more than 5 feet to either side, that's what I'll do. If he goes in front of me, I'll turn around and come right back to the previous point I started at. Alright, so let's see how he does. Yeah, well, I don't want you to step in the line, so just watch until I get up there and then I'll indicate you to come. Stay out of my line.
Who are you talking to?
You.
So what we want him is not at the end of that leash. And yep, we can go down so she can talk.
You did really well on that one. I'm not sure whether that was a fluke or
No, he does, because sometimes I use that retractable.
We use the retractable.
Don't use that anymore.
Well, I was for my back.
Yep.
So he wouldn't just.
The collar that we have on him right now is going to help you control him a lot better. When you have that retractable leash, if you go to grab that, you have to reel it in. It can burn your hand. Plus, you have to with the button like this to reel him in and stuff.
But maybe with his recent back surgery, only she should be doing this exercise. Just in case.
On a long one like that,
So
he'll stay
stay
behind you.
here for
It's
a while.
30
when you
seconds.
got him short.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna walk
That he
over
wants
there.
to stay
Okay.
in front.
And I come after.
You guys can come.
Okay.
So this is the beginning of heel, which is a way to walk if he's not pulling, or pump, because it's teaching him to be close. It's also teaching him not to pull. So see if he puts any pressure on it, I'm just going to stand firm with the,
He likes to twist himself up in it.
Yeah, he likes
He does it intentionally.
yeah. So I usually don't help them unless,
Well, he knows how to get out.
okay.
Tommy,
Made for a good distraction, actually. Want to try? So we can start right after day 3 because he's clearly had experience before. So don't, yeah.
He clearly wants to be in front of it.
So run to your left 5 steps. Run to your left 5 steps. And go back on track. Because he was more than 5 feet. Now walk towards the tree. So try not to stop, just walk. And then wait for 30 seconds. I thought that was a smart curve, but
run 5. Yep.
Forward, 5. So you stop with the ball. Now keep walking. No, don't stop. Run 5 steps towards the picnic bench. Yeah, keep walking. Make sure you're walking quickly until you get to the point you're going to stop.
Our goal is to go between the 3 points. When you run the 5 steps, if he's stopping to smell that ball, we want him to be staying with us. So that's when we're going to hit the 5 steps. Or if he deviates from our path more than 5 feet in any direction, we want to run in the opposite direction, but then resume our path to the point. So we just want to keep him on track.
Well, yeah, you weren't watching him, so you didn't know what he was doing.
Right.
Just watch from the corner of your
Right, use your peripheral, but stay on your course between the points unless he deviates, and then go right back onto your course. Jan takes direction really well. She's good natured.
And he's not following you. Oh, now he is. Good, keep going. now he's 5 feet. More than
Little
5
run.
feet. Run.
Little run, yeah. Good.
So what do you do when it goes in front of you?
Go back to
The
the previous
opposite way.
point.
Run 5 steps in the opposite
But
direction.
also go to the previous point.
Right.
Remember,
Yep.
Robert?
Did
So when
hear
you-
that, Jim?
Yeah.
If he goes in front of you, reverse direction, towards
And-
the point you came from,
Yeah.
5 feet.
But then continue to that point. So run 5 steps in that direction until he catches up with you, and then continue to the previous point and do your thing there.
Not go back.
Right. Go back to the previous point and start it all over again. How did you know we were from Massachusetts? Is it that bad?
I've heard enough from
Go
Massachusetts.
for it. Towards
Well,
the point.
our sales force was 250 guys.
Yeah.
So I had New York and Massachusetts and Vermont. And, yeah,
I got a
especially when
bad
you said Worcester.
Worcester.
I thought it was Worcester the first
Yeah.
time I saw it.
Worcester. Worcester's a great town, I'm telling you. They just got the Paw Sox. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. They moved from Pawtucket to Worcester. Now they're going to be called the Woo Sox.
Nice.
It's huge. Building a whole new field and stadium and everything.
Just by our body movement and the way we're acting. One plus that, because he didn't catch up to you. Be aware of the way you're holding your leash, because if you took off, you can hurt yourself if you're not holding it like this.
When we come around the next time, we know that he's going to be interested in that ball.
Yeah.
So when we get near that, be ready to run those 5 steps.
Yeah.
And then don't stop. Continue on your path right to the bench.
Now, what is supposed to happen here when you start
Just
with him?
if he goes to the end of that leash, you want to make sure you're in a nice stance, ready to brace yourself, and just hold your ground until the leash lets off the slack.
Okay.
Don't let him pull you. Don't let him, bring you anywhere but right where you are.
He likes to do this.
That's fine.
He'll start chewing
Yep.
it and tangling himself up.
Ignore
in it.
unless they're gonna chew through the leash.
Okay. Okay. Start
Yep.
again then.
Yep.
And if they're gonna chew through the leash, I start snapping it out.
See, he knows where she's going now, so he's going in front
Yep,
of her.
that's fine. That's what we want. We want him to follow us.
He's not, though. He's going
Well, we've
lead her
stopped. Yep. And I mean, if we had more room, we have 2 cars right here in the middle, which isn't optimal. But if we had a little more room here, you want to go in the opposite direction if he gets in front of you and head back to that point, which is, what we should be doing. Again, we're a little crowded up. We've got 4 people.